Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Desperate Measures. You guys are moving through the Bramblewood.
We're napping. Did my nap go off? Am I good?
Oh, you're napping. You're not moving through the Bramblewood.
It's taking an hour nap to get all my shit.
Perfect. All right, so you rest, and you fall asleep with your nap spell.
I want to forage while he naps. Can I do that?
Absolutely. Anyone else want to do anything else?
No, I'll stay with Vaughn and guard over him.
Ebner?
Guard over.
I'm
Yeah,
napping.
stay with. Well, I mean.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying.
Yeah, stay with Vaughn. Guard over Ebner.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
So,
just chill.
Joka, I need you to make me a perception check.
That's a really good
And
stat,
you
Neal.
really need to pass this one.
Well, we're not going to pass this one.
Oh, no. All right, Joka.
Shit.
You go to forage. Maybe 10 minutes after you've left to go forage. Something unusual happens. It's Vaughn and it's Jebediah standing over, chatting, the dwarf's body who's curled up in a ball, sleeping. And that is when these vine-like nooses sort of just drop from the canopy above over the heads of Vaughn and Jebediah. Now they have to make attack rolls to hit you. That is a 3 against Vaughn and a 19 against Jebediah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So these two loops kind of fall down, and one of them swings towards Vaughn and pushes past his face. The other one swings towards Jebediah, wraps over his head, and immediately tightens. And you will take 1d3 points of damage. You will take 1 point of damage, and we are going to enter combat with, for the moment, just the two of you.
Oh shit.
Which is why that perception check to hear what's going on was so important. So for now, and we'll see how this plays out, it's just the two of you, and there is a noose over his head and neck, and it's beginning to lift him up off the ground. It's just going to be the two of you and our monster here. So why don't you each roll your own initiatives? I will bring tokens of yours onto the map. Okay. And go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Yep.
Good roll.
There we go. Jeb rolled a 4. Perfect. Okay. Oops, there's two Jebs here. Azure Wind rolls a 9. Lovely.
So this was 10 minutes after I left? That was it?
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes after you've left.
Okay.
So Jeb, you're the first one to go.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll get a hand on the rope down here, try and get away from my throat. Also start supporting some of my body weight with my arm, and then start with the other hand using my dagger to cut the vine away.
So on your turn, you can either try and cut the vine away, or you can try and loosen it from your neck. Not both actions. There are two separate actions for this monster.
All right, cut it loose then.
Cut it loose? All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll against the vine. I think it's not moving, but it's also behind your head and everything, so we're going to say the bonuses and penalties for attacking it are a complete wash in this situation. Between the choking and behind you and above you, but then also static. It's all the same. So go ahead and make me an attack roll.
14.
Against the vine. 14 against an AC 15 vine. You bring your knife to it. You bring your knife to the vine and you start cutting at this thing, and it's got these thick fibrous materials, and your knife is surprisingly ineffective against this thing. It's really bizarre.
Well, I know one man who needs to be here. God damn it, Joker! Get back here! Get back here, Joker!
Except it's
God damn it, Joker, come back here. God damn it, Joker.
Yeah. This is bullshit.
yes. The hangman tree is a difficult enemy. Go ahead, Vaughn.
All right. So the first thing I do is I yell out for Joka. I just go, Joka, vines. I just yell as loud as I can. How far away is Abner's napping?
Within, a few feet of you. He's right there.
Okay. Okay,
All of this is happening so close that I
if
think
he
movement is
doesn't-
not going to be necessary for us.
Yeah,
Or
if he didn't wake up from that yell, he's probably never waking up. So, I'm gonna drop my sledgehammer and take out my pickaxe, and I'm gonna swing at the vine.
Okay. And your pickaxe is a pick on one side, or a pick on both sides? It's a strictly piercing weapon, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have like the blade end on the other side.
Yeah, I figure it's makes more sense to it. It's all I got right now, and it makes more sense to go at the vine with that than a blunt object. I don't know.
Certainly does.
I mean,
Go for it.
seems like that anyway. All right.
7. You try and swing at this vine without hitting Jebediah, but the branch that's holding the vine is like moving, and so Jebediah is swinging with it as it starts to like lift him up and pull him off the ground. It can carry well over Jebediah's max weight, and you just can't find a good attack angle on this. On the tree's turn, it will drop a noose at you as well, Vaughn, with a 4 plus a bunch to hit is still only going to be like a 12.
Okay, I got 16.
Okay.
That's scary though.
Yeah, it is super scary. And on the tree's turn, Jebediah will take 1 point of choking damage as the tree is lifting you off the ground and moving you somewhere. God knows where. Let's roll initiative.
Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, so last turn I rolled sledgehammer initiative
You
instead
rolled
of
better than
pickaxe initiative, and then I switched it.
All right,
Alright, so there's
13.
pickaxe
Okay. Jeb, you're first.
All right, I'm gonna try and cut myself loose again. It's
All
moving
right.
me somewhere. I don't think.
Cut it. That will crit the tree.
Good.
Roll me
Nice.
double damage.
6.
6 points of damage. Lovely. Were this an ordinary vine, you would probably be fine, but this is not. This tree is living. It is designed to be attacking people and monsters, and it is tough. You've brought the vine down to. You've cut your third of the way through the vine. That's what we're gonna say here. It was. Okay. Next up is the tree. It will choke you again. This is your second. This is the third round since it's grabbed you. You take 3 choking damage, and you
This
are
is the second round that it has.
right. It grabbed you, and it's had 2 rounds since then. And you can see now that you're maybe 8,
How much
9,
damage
10
did
feet
it
off the
say?
ground. 3. You can see that it's dragging you towards this larger tree that sort of blended in the background here that you are surprised you didn't even really notice. And this is a gnarled trunk where all these branches come out from this like large center trunk. And from your height above, you can see that the middle of the trunk is sort of like a pit with all of these curved spikes facing downwards like a cat's tongue or the throat of a sea turtle. And you can see that there's some sort of foul-smelling fluid in the heart of this tree trunk, and it is dragging you towards it. Vaughn.
I'm gonna yell once again for both Ebner and or Joka. And
Joko, give me another perception check. Oh god, buddy. Oh god.
Well, since this is the second time yelling, did he already do a perception check last time?
That was a check I had him roll before everything started.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what actions are like, but I've got oil in my bag, and can I see this tree? Like I see the vine. Can I also see the tree that it's dragging him towards?
The illusion magic around this tree has been dispelled now that it's attacking you, and you can see the heart of this tree through the bramblewood, through some like thick areas. There it is at the back of it.
Okay. So I've got some oil and I've got a tinder box in my backpack. Is it possible that I could throw some oil on this tree before it drags him in, and then use a tinderbox to light it on fire.
That'll be 2 rounds. A round to drench the tree, a round to set it on fire.
Okay. And
Only
how
we
much-
had
so-
matches.
Right, and you've already done 6 damage to this vine yourself.
Yeah.
Jeb.
But
Okay.
I'm also now like 8 or 9 feet in the air.
You're gonna have a hard
Like
time
8 or
hitting
9.
that vine. In fact, you might not
Yeah,
even be able
so
to
you're-
reach it at all.
Yeah, exactly. So you're 8 or 9 feet in the air, and what health are you at right now, Jeb?
I'm at
Oh, you're at 11
out of 19.
Is it 11 out of 19. Okay, and it's doing how much damage was it strangling you for?
D3 a turn? D3 round?
3 a turn. All right, well I'm gonna go with my oil plan. So I'm gonna go up to the tree and splash it with some oil.
Okay.
Myself,
You
after
can-
yelling as loud as I can again. Yeah.
You can easily like uncork the oil and just douse the base of the tree
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
It seeps into the ground around it, and we're gonna roll initiative again.
Roll well. Wait, what
Tree
is
gets
using a
14.
tinderbox? What's that initiative gonna be?
3.
Yeah. How do I?
Yeah, 3.
3.
Okay. D3.
Just a flat 3.
Sorry. Wait.
D10 plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
what I
D10. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So, just 3. Okay.
Nice.
Sorry.
He rolled a 4 in total.
Nice. He's going first.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so
Yes.
I'm gonna take the tinderbox, and I'm gonna use it to light shit on fire, or
Yeah.
light a torch, and then throw the torch at the tree. Whatever I need to do to light the shit on fire.
All right, you set the tree on fire. You
Yeah.
get your tinder box at the ground, and you get some sparks and a little bit of tinder, and
Yeah.
you toss the burning tinder onto the tree, and it erupts. Why don't you roll me 2d6 damage for our tree as it begins to burn? And as it burns, you can hear the tree scream. Ah! It's this weird, like, very deep, earthy vibration that hisses out between all the little cracks in the bark all over the place. Sort of like when a
Wait.
kettle
Oh, I
boils and
fucked up.
it screams.
Sorry.
You fucked up?
I think I fucked up. I think I rolled 2 d6s
Uh-huh.
instead of 2.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
what you
is that okay?
You're good.
That was the
Okay,
thing
I'm
you were
sorry.
supposed to roll.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, 2d6.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
So it's
all
sort of
right, sorry, my bad.
screaming in the way that like a tea kettle might whistle, but like deeper. It's sort of this sort of scream as it burns.
Do
and
I hear
also, ooh, that's a great question. Give me another perception check.
Let's see if he's deaf.
See how far out you moved. Oh God, you hear the wind through the trees, and it's creepy, but it's just wind for now to you, as you are
All right.
ranging looking for food.
Nope. Nothing wrong with can't
Oh.
hearing out of the left ear. It's all good. It's fine.
Oh boy. Okay, Jeb,
I'm gonna try and cut myself down again.
do it. You gotta sever that thing.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, the choking is too much. It's like swinging you, and you're being pulled through the branches. You just can't. You keep getting like knocked about, and you're having a hard time grabbing a really good angle on this as it chokes you. The tree goes next, doing. You can't roll a 4 on a D3. Doing 2 points of damage to you as another noose drops towards Vaughn. With. I do believe that's going to be a hit. That's like a 19 to hit you.
Yeah.
A noose drops over your head and begins to choke you. You will take 2 points of damage.
2 points. Okay.
Okay, and this is the 4th. Was this the 3rd round? This
Yes,
was
that
round
the
3.
Third round.
Right, okay, got it. All right, initiative for next round.
All right.
Chip with
Okay.
7.
How do I roll initiative when I'm pretty much? Let's see. Oh, I've got my pickaxe in my hand. That's right. There we go.
I'm napping real good, guys. Don't worry.
So good.
Literally the description of the spell. Nap real good.
One gets a 9. All right, Jeb, you're first. You are being dragged over the center of this trunk. You're not quite there yet, but you can see these big spikes. And if you fall down into this thing, you're gonna have a fucking hard time getting out, if ever possible. So what do you do?
I'm directly over the pit now.
No. This is only the 4th round. You will be dropped into it on the tree's turn on the 5th round. So next round you will be dropped into it.
Got it.
roll
So
well.
Just roll really well.
Just roll well.
Just roll well.
Don't worry, guys. I rolled an 11 as we found out the first time. It's 1-5.
Yeah. It's not very good. Vaughn, you are being strangled as well, being pulled off the ground. What happened with... Where's your pickaxe? Is that in your hands? Is that on the ground?
Yeah, I think I'm still holding on to it because I need 2 hands at this point, but it's questionable. Like you need 2 hands to use a pickaxe, right? And I'm being strangled. I don't know how.
You could hold it like this and try and... It does have the... I'm sure the flat back side of it. It's not a nice like vertical axe. It's like a horizontal axe, which in this case might actually be better for like hitting the thing above you. I don't know.
So
if that's your desire.
I'm gonna try one action. I'm just gonna attack it with my pickaxe here. I'm gonna try.
Give me an attack roll. 18 will do it. You hit your vine, which is different than his vine and has its own separate unique HP. And roll me damage.
Does it? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Now damage. D6 plus 3.
6 damage.
Does he get double attack?
Yeah.
No, this is his first attack this round. He'll get double attack next round.
Yeah, because the oil
tinderboxed
thing in between, right? Yeah.
Yep. All right, the tree's turn. It'll do D3 damage to Connar. That's 1 point of damage, and D3 damage to Vaughn. That is 3 points of damage. Connar, you are now directly positioned above the center of the trunk, which is still a fairly large opening, but it's got these downward-facing spikes.
But at least it's on fire.
It is also on fire. Oh, right, fire damage. Give me 2d4 fire damage for this round, and hold on, how do we do fire damage?
Do you think it'd be 2d4? Do you think it'd be more? Because
no, because the oil is going to burn itself out eventually because the tree is wet, so the tree's not going to infinitely burn once you dump a little bit of oil on it. So we're going to be doing decreasing damage each round until we hit 0. But I don't know the rate. Let me just look up some quick. Oil lit does 2d6 damage and then 1d6. 2d6, 1d6? 2d6 damage in the first round, 1d6 damage in the second round. All right, give me 1d6 damage for damage to the trunk in the second round of burning. Azure Wind.
Me?
Yeah,
yes, sorry.
All good.
1d6.
Yes, sir. Ooh, the flames are beginning to sputter and go out. Azure Wind, you have been treed for 1 round now, and we will roll initiative.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Joka, make me a survival check for how many days of food you can gather.
Oh,
You know?
wait, he made one earlier, right?
Yeah, I made one earlier. I passed.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay,
did,
cool.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Pass.
didn't see you make the roll. Great. How much
It was
food did
before
you
I
get?
realized everything was going to shit. Sorry. Shit. So 1d2.
Yeah, 1d2.
Motherfucking kidding.
Ooh,
2
that's
days.
good.
You come across this huge mushroom colony. There's got to be like 40 mushrooms here. If you pick them, it's enough food for 2 people for a full day.
Awesome. We're gonna pick them. It's a great day. It's a good day
Yeah,
to be
these
alive.
are edible shiitake mushrooms. Clearly.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
Excellent. All right. The tree has rolled a 9. Jebediah, you go first. This is the round that you're about to get dropped into the acid in the tree's
Yeah, I
trunk.
rolled an 11.
Oh.
Because my plan was like last round I was like trying to do this like, well, I can't get it. I'm just gonna hold on up here. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was basically rolling for. Is like I didn't get it last round, so I'm just gonna like throw my dagger out there and grab on. And I guess you could say, since you can just kind of grab on instantly, my action would be to start swinging back and forth.
Okay.
But the tree still goes first.
Yes, it will. Vaughn, it's your turn.
Okay, so I guess where am I at in terms of my progression of? So like it took that long for Jeb to be dangled X amount high over. What,
You started closer to the tree because you were at the base of it when it picked you up. So it's probably only going to take 3 rounds to drop you in the tree. Right now, you're like 4 or 5 feet off the ground as it's lifting you slowly. The tree's not a fast-moving creature. It can move, I believe, 2 feet an hour. So, like the trunk can move 2 feet an hour. Its branches can go a little faster.
Okay. So.
Go for it.
Yeah. All right, 3
What are you
more
gonna do, Vaughn?
rounds.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Your party
okay.
needs you.
I'm gonna attack it with my pickaxe again.
14 is 1 shy. Are you sure you don't have another +1 to hit in there somewhere?
Warrior him.
You're level 3
Level 3, so that's
with 1867 strength. That is +4. Are you specialized with the pickaxe? No.
no.
No. Oh god.
No, I don't.
All right, you miss.
Should have kept the sledgehammer. Yeah, I missed.
Okay. The tree will choke you each for 1d3. Jeb, you'll take 3. Vaughn, you'll take
Ow.
2. And then it will... the noose just like unwraps itself, and Jeb slips, but you're holding on to the rope,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the
So
new-
now you are just dangling directly above the trunk.
Perfect.
Let's see. 5th round, the victim is dropped into the hangman tree's stomach. So I guess you are just grabbing on, and you can breathe for the first time as it tries to drop you, but you're holding on.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start like swinging myself, so that way I can get enough momentum to just basically swing off over. And even if I have to take falling damage, it's better than landing in that goddamn pit of acid.
Yes, it is. Give me a
Dex?
dex check. Yeah, dex check seems like the right one to do here. Don't fuck this one up. Woo! All right, you swing yourself and throw yourself to the side, tumble to the ground. Do you have a tumbling proficiency?
No.
All right, you will take 3 points of damage as you like land oddly. Your feet slip out from underneath you. Your coccyx hits a stone, and you can like feel your tailbone is like slightly fractured and painful, and you start farting everywhere.
Vaughn, second attack.
Vaughn's second attack. Good call.
Yeah. Sure.
50-50 chance of hitting it. Good luck.
Okay.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
You hit it. You hit it hard. Doesn't crit, but you do damage. 9
Nice.
max damage. Ooh. You find yourself like dangling awkwardly as the vine is barely holding on. You can even hear it like beginning to strain against itself. It's making this like.
So it pulls at half speed.
No. As long as it's got 1 HP, it's at full strength. And that is that round. Next round initiative. Tree rolls an 8.
Oh, right.
9, 13. Okay, Tree goes first. It chokes Vaughn, who takes 3 damage. And one of these other nooses comes for Connar. But it rolls a natural 1 on its attack roll. And it sort of like drops this noose before you. You move you to the side, and it gets like caught on this other tree. And looking up, you can see there are, aside from the one that was on Vaughn right now, there are 7 other of these dangling, loopy, noosey thingies. They're
How
everywhere.
far away would I have to get out of range of them?
You could easily walk outside of range by the end of this round.
Okay.
No problem.
So I'm gonna get out of range of that, and then I'm gonna take called shot on the rope that's got
Okay.
Vaughn up there.
Great. It's
And
a
that's
narrow rope, but you have like no problems attacking it. So it's still
I
going to be
figured
AC
that's what
15.
I'm saying, called shot, so
Yeah.
just taking the -4.
Yeah, go for it. No, you don't have to add. I'm going to say the called shot against the vine. Like, how do we say it? The vine is tough and it's small, so it's hard to hit. But when you're not actively being strangled by it, I don't think you need the -4 to hit it. It's just going to be an enemy.
Then that's a 16.
That's a 16. That'll hit it. You have to do 3 damage to kill it.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god. All right.
Good thing I get 2 attacks in a round. You're up, Vaughn.
Take it away,
All
Vaughn.
right, so what I'm gonna do at this point? So you said it's like loosening, right? It's kind of.
It's
kind of.
yeah, but you're also like just
Yeah.
over the tree.
Okay.
It's not good that it's loosening here.
So I'm over its stomach right now.
You're not quite over it. You're like half over the tree, half not over the tree. You're at that edge. Next round is the round that it'll drop you.
Okay. So if I could take my pickaxe and like toss it so it doesn't go into the stomach. Toss
That's not a problem.
toss
Yeah,
it down,
free action just to
and
like let it go and throw it to the side.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna grab the vine and just try to strength check it and get it off of me now that it's sort of loosened.
You're gonna need to roll me
possible.
a D100. It is a bend bars, lift gates, and you find yourself surprised at the strength of this vine around your neck. You have a 25% chance with your amazing strength to just rip yourself out of it. Roll me a D100, 25 or lower. I believe in you. Don't. Yeah, you're stuck. Your fingers are here. You're pulling, but the vine is strong. And last shot, Jebediah.
It's the same thing. I forgot to take out the -4.
You'll hit it, you'll pierce it, and Vaughn will fall, hitting the side of the tree. Vaughn, make me a dex check as you fall to see which way you begin to fall.
Oh, okay.
Don't botch this one.
I just click dex.
Yeah, you manage, like, you start to fall in towards the trunk of the tree, but your ankles catch on some branches, and you can, like, sit up and throw yourself off the tree. Give me a second. Oh, good. Give me a tumbling check to negate any damage.
I think
I just click the button next to tumbling.
I think for tumbling, if it's like, I think the first 10 feet you just ignore.
Oh, the first 10 feet is free? You might be right.
Like
That sounds really familiar. Let me double check, but I think you're right.
Oof.
Tumbling. On a successful check, suffers 1/2 damage from 60 feet or less, and none from 10 or less. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Just make me a dex check with the button. Ooh, natural
a dex
1.
check. I made a
Tumbling check is what I meant. Tumbling check is what I meant.
Okay,
So
sorry.
you like slide off the tree, no problem, go into like a tumbled roll, and as you come up from the tumble, you smack your head against a tree in front of you. And sort of like impale your forehead on a branch, cutting you, giving you this like big, gnarly, nasty gash across your head for 3 points of damage. But you are sort of free, and if you can beat the tree's initiative and get out of its range, you are going to be safe. So give me one last initiative check. You have to beat a 15. Okay. I think you can do it.
At this point, I don't have a weapon. So how do I roll initiative? Is it just D10 or
D10 plus 3 for movement?
Okay.
7.
Okay.
You can't roll less than a 15. Actually, it's impossible. Jeb 7s, Azure 10s. And the two of you are safe from the tree. You've pulled back enough, if you so desire.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that Ebner is not in range.
You can grab Ebner's feet and drag him. He stays unconscious through the whole of the dragging. And you guys back away from the tree. You can see that it like the roots of the tree begin to slowly like seep out of the earth. And it starts to move a little bit, but it'll go at 2 feet an hour. It's like super, super slow, so you're not actually in danger right now, but the tree is beginning to move.
Can you just shoot it the whole time, Connar?
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing, is I'm just gonna plink away at it with arrows, Neal.
Okay. Well, you can fire as many arrows as you want. The tree is AC 17 on the trunk. I think that's just the thickness of the bark. You need to roll well to hit it close enough to do any damage. And what is you have +4 to hit, is it?
Yeah.
So you would need to roll a 13. So just roll me like 1,000,000 D20s, or as many arrows as you have, and we'll just count them off until you get it killed.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah. How many arrows do you have left?
70.
Holy crap.
Remember, because we fought those guys and I took all their arrows?
Right, so your backpack must just be like stuffed with arrows.
I have 2 quivers.
2 quivers, got it. All right, make me a shit ton of rolls. And you need
that looks
13.
like
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
So
in the
one,
first row.
a crit. 2 hits, 2 crits in the first row. And then 1,
Yes.
2 hits, 1 crit in the second row.
Let's
I
just
think.
resolve. Yeah, let's just do one row at a time here.
All right.
So
There's 4. It's 11. It's 1. There's another 11.
that'll kill it. That's it. All right, you pepper the
I
tree
used
with a
up.
few arrows, and then
5
it
arrows.
sort of groans, and the branches all of a sudden sag. The nooses kind of droop down and begin to uncoil.
Can I
And there's
recover
this like,
those arrows, or are they done for?
well, you could maybe recover them, but the tree begins to leak this acidic substance onto the ground around it.
They're done for. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might not be
Well,
worth getting close enough to it.
All right. Well, while it's doing that, I'm gonna take my time since this is a strange new place. I'm gonna investigate around this area using my skills as a woodsman. Even though I
Okay.
have really, it's tracking and hunting that are my woodsman skills. Just kind of like to get a lay of the land for like, hey, maybe there's something I can see in the ground around this that'll be able to help me tell if these things are present in the future.
Okay. Yeah, give me a
Wisdom?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good call. I approve of that.
There's too much shit on the ground. I just got choked out.
There's weird lichen and moss and acid everywhere, and I think after a few minutes you're like, fuck it, it's an evil tree. You can't tell when the evil trees are nearby.
Yeah, the 7 intelligence comes up. It's like, it's a goddamn evil tree. You'll never know.
A few minutes later, Joka comes on back, carrying an armful of mushrooms.
All right, guys, got dinner. Abner
You know,
up
your
yet?
axe would have been mighty fine by about probably 7, 8, 9 minutes ago. Joka. There's an
Joker, you didn't hear all that screaming we were doing over here?
There's an
man,
evil
there's
tree.
mushrooms.
There's an evil tree right there. You can still see the
There's
nooses.
an evil
it's
tree.
got.
Did you kill it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Before
well,
it almost ate me.
It's a goddamn hangman
I'll
tree.
pat him on the shoulders and go, well, it looks like you're still here. That's good. It's a good thing. Abner up yet?
No, Evan is not up yet.
Oh,
Surprised
okay.
he didn't get it.
Well, as long as he didn't. It sounds like it's all good,
Hang
though.
on.
You're both still alive.
Almost choked
Barely.
us both to death over here, Joka.
Nah,
I don't know what you want me to do about that. I'm real sorry, but it seems like y'all are two capable individuals. You seem to handle the problem quite well.
Y'all need to hear better. That's what.
I'm deaf in my left ear. I've told you this before. I'm sorry. I just can't hear that well.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe we can get Mr. Evan to fix that someday. It's getting to be a real problem.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, right now, still deaf.
I suppose you can't change some things, Joka.
You sure can't. You sure can't. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's not up yet. That took a lot less time than I thought it was going to take me. So that's good.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
Glad you got food, though, I suppose.
Yeah, it's going to be some good mushrooms. Can't wait.
Yeah. Can't wait.
You don't like mushrooms?
I don't know. They're kind of
Oh.
weird.
I've seen a lot of mushrooms in my time. After dying, you know, whatever. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be great.
It'll be great. Where's that evil tree at? I want to see it.
Oh, it's right over there. Around you can see all its little juices. Careful, the juices bite a little
Don't
bit.
go near those.
Yeah, don't go near it.
Can I get a 10-foot stick and start poking around in it and seeing if there's any like metals left or if it's just all juices?
It's all juices. Yeah, that doesn't look like there's any treasure here. Just
Okay.
acid.
Okay. I'll throw the
Good
stick in after a while and
experience.
watch the stick melt.
Cool. An hour later, Ebner wakes up.
What up?
Mr. Ebner, we had a little predicament. There's an evil tree.
Yeah.
It choked me something fierce. Choked Vaughn a bit too.
All right.
Hang us to death.
There are evil trees in these woods, Mr. Ebner.
Was it mighty?
I'd say it was quite mighty.
It's quite mighty.
All right. Well, here are my spells. Not nap. 4 cure minor wounds. So.
Nice.
Okay, and then I'm going to heal 1d10 plus 1 for Connar.
Nice.
9. And I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Should bring
I'm
it
good.
full. I'll do a cure moderate wounds on to Vaughn. Just 1.
4.
And I'll do my last one on you too.
Okay, so that is that
So you're good?
13 total for me?
Oh yeah, 13.
Okay. So I was at 9 and 13. All right, cool.
Koibu loves cleric healing.
Beautiful.
Man. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Is
I
it
end my
beautiful?
turn.
Oh, it's alright. We don't need turns. Okay. You are still in the area known as Smuggler's Pass, and you are headed north on your way to High Castle.
I want to take a look at these trees on our walk up there. Are they like the trees that are normally around, like to the south of here, and the same ones I chopped down in like the woods around my home? Or are they like different
No.
types of trees?
These are different. These are different type of deciduous trees. They're thinner. They're scraggly. They would be terrible building material. They would probably make fine firewood if they were left to cure for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the sorts of trees you should see on the image before you enroll 20.
Okay.
I don't really know
Gotcha.
what these are called though. I'm not good with trees.
Trees.
I'm
Yeah,
not either.
they're the green ones. The green trees, not the red ones. You know.
Yeah. The ones that say green all the time. Okay.
Well, actually, no. These are deciduous, so they will lose their leaves.
Okay. So
But
that
it's
is
March,
okay.
so I guess they brought them back. I don't know. Look, it's this fantasy world. Trees are complicated. I'm an idiot.
Trees are trees, dude.
Trees are
fucking
trees.
Save someone.
Coffee
save the
grows
trees.
on trees. Did you know that?
I always thought it grew on trees until Rob yelled at me and told me I was dumb for thinking
But
that.
do they grow in like bushes?
Apparently, they grow on bushes.
So that way, next time you play D&D with Rob, especially with shenanigans, you gotta go find a coffee tree.
Yes.
This is my world, Rob.
I think that would be the perfect thing. I think that'd rustle his jimmies in just the right way.
Rob had a really good character on Shenanigans Saturday, but
What was it?
well, we can talk.
Oh,
He was playing William Taylor from the impeachment hearings. He was playing a paladin diplomat and just being like
Oh,
really
nice.
diplomatic about everything. It was hilarious.
Oh man, I'll have to go back.
All right.
Anyway, you guys can continue pushing your way through the Bramblewood, heading north. You've got 2 woodsmen with you, so you're not going to lose your direction. You can make sure you head in the right way.
I also
Until-
literally have direction sense.
Yes. Until you see, kind of peering at you between some of the branches of these trees, there is a singular gray wolf. It's off maybe 150 feet or so through the thickness of the branches, so it'd be really hard to hit it with a bow shot from here.
Yeah.
And unlike other wolves that maybe flee immediately or ignore you, this wolf is standing there staring at you like a dog protecting its territory. This wolf just sort of like looks at you.
You guys want me to make it fuck off? I can cast light on its eyes.
Or I've got a way with animals here. I can probably make it leave us alone.
Good job.
Or we can just go around, not disturb this wolf's territory.
I think if we just go left, if it's got cubs or something there, it's not going to want to move no matter what you do. We can just go one way or the other. But if it keeps following us, maybe you try to do something.
If it keeps following us, I'll try and calm it, and then we can walk past it.
All right, we go left.
All right, you skirt around the wolf, and soon you hear the sound of water rushing as you go left.
We hear water.
You hear something like this. And you kind of break over a small hill. You see a creek as it runs towards the very edge of the cliff that marks the edge of the great Grand Canal. And this creek just kind of pours off the cliff in a couple 100-foot high waterfall.
Boys, I think we should have gone right. We've kind of cornered ourselves here.
Well, is the wolf still in front of us? If we can go around him.
No, it's not in front of you, but you can all make me a perception check to see if you can spot it somewhere else.
Sure.
I'm deaf, Neal. I don't know.
Ooh.
How could you know anything?
How could Tom not spot it?
Well,
I mean, you could have rolled a 6 like I did.
it's there, Vaughn. It's
How
behind you now. It's keeping a distance of maybe 120 feet or so, but it has been sort of following you and watching you.
Jeb, that wolf's behind us. I don't know what it's doing.
I'm gonna blind.
Be on the
it.
lookout for other wolves. Usually wolves don't hunt alone.
I'm gonna try and cast light on its eyes.
No, don't. Just leave it alone, all right? It hasn't harmed us. It hasn't done anything.
Leave it be. If we just keep going north, it's
if
behind
he keeps
us.
following any closer, I'm gonna make sure it goes away.
I mean, if someone strange was walking through your town, or heck, if you lived out in the woods and someone strange was walking around, would you follow them? I would.
No. I don't think I'd follow random people around.
Well, I guess that's the difference between when you live in the nice little town, live out in the woods where, well, just about everything tries to kill you.
All right, let's keep going.
You continue along through the bramblewood, leaving the creek behind you. The woods here are quiet. There's not a lot in the way of animal activity or bird activity. Every now and then you'll hear a chirp, but for the rest of the time, it's quiet. Unnaturally so. And why don't we take our second break here? We'll see you on the other side of our break with a little bit more desperate measures. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.